All right, we're going to start putting this rascal back together. So we ordered a rear main seal, and the one that came in wasn't right. Looking at the one we got, we think it's going to be all right. So the might as wells aren't going to get us on this one. We're going to start putting it together. Swinging around through here, Dan's doing mainly just cleaning up parts and what have you, and I'm just kind of getting parts blown out, oil ports and what have you blown out throughout the block. And then I'm looking at then cleaning up the crank over on that side over there. So in through here, we've got the crank set. Dan will take the torque wrench, and it called from in Chilton's for 70 to 80 foot-pounds. I think we settled on 75 foot-pounds torque on the main bearing bolts. Now we're getting out the red Loctite for the bolts for Dan to go ahead and torque those mains in. Here about now you see me futzing with the oil pump, the new oil pump that we got. I was putting the pickup on it, and was going to go ahead and try to put it in, and Dan came up with the bright idea of waiting on putting that in until later to give us better access to getting all the pistons in. He's learning. He's doing a good job. I was really happy to have him along. He's saved me on about 2 or 3 items like this so far on this build. So now we're just checking and double checking the ring gap on first and second compression rings. Just double calculating and seeing, and it looks like these 60 overs are going to work pretty good for this block as it is. So at this point, I'm really setting up the first piston with its rings and clocking them properly. The way we put together the ring clocking on this is we ran the scraper rings of the oil ring front and back, and then we ran compression ring number 2 on the thrust side. So that gap was the second one that would be on the thrust side of the motor, which is on a clockwise direction. It'd be the outside of the passenger bank, or the even bank, and it'd be the inside toward the valley on the odd bank, or driver's side. And so the top ring actually was opposite the thrust side of the block, wherever it was at, whether it was even or odd. I apologize, I know my description's not that great, but I read that somewhere, so that's how we did this one. As with anything, repeat processes get better as you do them. And so this first piston took a little extra time to get it all set up, but we did get it better as time went on. So this is about where the camera ran out of gas, so I had to go to this other location in order to be able to put some electric into the camera while we were filming. So apologize for the camera work from this point going forward. So with that, we're going to call it a day. We got 4 of the pistons in, and the front 4 are in, and we're going to clean up and put it all away. So we'll catch up with you next time. Thanks, folks. Appreciate you sticking around with us. We'll get more on this when we can. Bye now.